interference, what Canada's spy agency has just revealed. Plus, she was the grand dame of stage and screen.
I need another drink. The last one wore off in the lift.
Remembering scene-stealing actor Maggie Smith and her connection to Canada.
Global National. Reporting tonight, Carolyn Jarvis.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. We begin with Israel's unprecedented assault on southern Lebanon today. It's believed the intent was to kill Hassan Nasrallah, the head of Hezbollah. The Israeli military says it struck Hezbollah's central headquarters beneath apartment buildings near Beirut. At least 6 people were killed and dozens of others injured, including 2 children pulled from the debris alive. The powerful attack followed a defiant address by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at the United Nations in New York. Netanyahu is staunchly defending his country's actions. Redmond Shannon begins our coverage with the dangerous escalation.
Just before sunset, a huge explosion heard right across Beirut. Within moments, a plume reached high above the Lebanese capital. The scene below, devastation, multiple apartment blocks damaged or destroyed. Israel's military says the attack targeted Hezbollah's headquarters underground.
Hezbollah's central headquarters was intentionally built under residential buildings.
Israeli media are reporting that specialized bunker-busting bombs were used to try and penetrate into the target, specifically aiming to take out Hezbollah's longtime leader, Hassan Nasrallah. There are conflicting reports about his fate.
Israel is doing what every sovereign state in the world would do if they had a terror organization that seeks their destruction on their border.
The office of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says this photo shows him approving the strike while visiting New York to speak at the United Nations. Israel's main backer, the US, quick to distance itself from the largest attack of Israel's new offensive in Lebanon.
The United States was not involved in this operation, and we had no advanced warning.
The Lebanese embassy of Hezbollah's biggest backer, Iran, called it a reprehensible crime that changes the rules of the game, adding its perpetrator will be punished appropriately.
Oh my gosh.
The cloud in the Beirut skyline similar to the fertilizer explosion at the port 4 years ago that killed more than 200 people. On this occasion, perhaps the greatest fear is what comes next.
We are watching the developments unfold in Beirut with great alarm.
In the hours after the strike, Hezbollah struck back, aiming at sites in northern Israel. In this, the latest escalation as the region approaches the anniversary of the Hamas attacks of October 7th. Redmond Shannon, Global News, London.
And Global News has learned Canada has begun coordinating commercial flights for citizens looking to flee Lebanon. The federal government says it's reserving blocks of seats for people willing to pay, but notes there aren't unlimited seats. The government is also trying to reach out to people who have expressed interest in leaving. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu cut short that visit to New York and is defiantly vowing to continue military operations in Lebanon and Gaza, despite international pressure for a ceasefire. Our Jeff Semple brings us reaction from the U.S. and Israel.